People all over the world, they look about for this thing about searching for happiness. But often we're looking for happiness in things we do, and who you meet, and maybe who you'll marry, or getting a good job, that these things will bring you happiness. But we have discovered a happiness without even trying. We're not working trying to be happy. There's a happiness which comes from inside you, which is a happiness that comes with not living in the ego mind state, but in your heart. And that happiness, it doesn't really go away. And it's not a practice happiness. You can practice other things. You can practice meditation. You can practice vipassana. You can practice many things, But the real happiness is natural. It's like the natural perfume of who you are, of your beingness. And it just felt like this. I was just sitting here looking at those plants and the butterflies just landing on the plants and just moving around. Everything moving in their own dynamics, in their own spontaneous way. I feel in Montesaggio, although we have our jobs to do and things to do, it seems to unfold in a natural sort of field of happiness that pervades the environment. But it begins inside the heart of each one, who have come to find the less there is of person, the more there is of just the presence. And this presence is very natural. It's not a hasty thing. It's not practicing for something. It's already there. It's funny that we spend a lot of our life in activity to try and find something that won't stay with you. It will always go. But there are some who search for that which they don't have to create. They don't have to improve it. They only have to discover it and bring your attention to it. Actually, if you love something, you don't have to practice to attend to it. You naturally want to attend to it. And the happiness that just flows from knowing and being yourself. I just want to remind people that it's a natural thing, and that it's possible to be truly happy without it being some performance or some kind of struggle to be happy. Find too much struggle to be happy, trying too hard to be happy, is quite a sad thing, actually, because you miss the fact that actually we are naturally happy, only because of our own mental processes and believing in them and identifying too much personally brings in the sense of unhappiness, which hides our natural happiness. That's it. I mean, I look at now, I see the bee and the flies. They seem to love this flower outside. I'm looking at them and I just feel they're not thinking about anything. I don't feel that. They're so spontaneous in their actions. So natural, so as life is, in fact. The plants that they're landing on is not also trying to host them. It's just there. Everything is just in their right place. And the river of the energy of life just flows between and in all things. And the more human beings become aware of their own natural inner being and the flow of the life force doing its thing without identifying personally with it, the more we will discover that natural happiness that is the natural perfume of all of life, in fact. So something which is so inherent in us has become a kind of an ideal, a sort of a goal to reach. And to reach that goal, you don't have to travel, you only have to see through the unreal. When the unreal, which is always unstable, is seen for itself and from a place that is not identified with it, the real you don't have to look for anymore, because it is seen in the presence of the real.